Come in.
Sorry, I'll come back later.
No, it's okay. No, I'm okay now. Couldn't help thinking how lucky we were meeting up again. I'm sorry, this is very embarrassing for you.
Nothing to be embarrassed about.
Are you the girl that found my wife's body?
No, that was Kelly, thank God. Sorry, what I meant was...
No, I understand. What's your name?
Mandy.
Let me give you some advice, Mandy. Don't make the same mistake I did.
What do you mean?
Enjoy life. Grab it while you can. While you're young. You may not get a second chance.
May not get a chance at all.
I can't help it if the cottage has fallen through.
Oh, do me a favour, Tracy. You're just stalling.
Well, phone the estate agents if you don't believe me. They've taken it off the market.
Why don't you just admit it? You'll find any reason for us not to separate, and it's only going to get harder the longer we leave it.
Why are you in such a hurry, Jake? Are you so desperate to get someone else in to take my place? Is that it? Maybe someone who hasn't been at Crossroads for very long.
I don't know what you're talking about. I've got to go to work.
Sweetheart, you'll be late for school.
Yeah, I'm just going.
Scott, I think maybe I can get us a few tickets for the Villa game of the weekend. One of the executive boxes? How about it?
Well, can we go bowling afterwards?
Yeah, if you like.
And then to the pictures?
Well, I don't think there'll be time.
And then swimming? And that mountain bike? And the new pair of trainers that I wanted?
Whoa. What's this all about?
No. Just wondered how much money you would pay to buy me off.
You'll be asked some questions, that's all.
So we're on trial or something?
No. Nothing like that. Not like going to court. Any word from Nicola?
Well, we were going to ask you if there'd been any sightings.
Afraid not.
Jim, is there anything else you can do? As a favour?
I can put out another bulletin.
Really appreciate it. I better get going.
Sarah Jane, don't worry about tomorrow. Tell the inquest everything that you told me. You'll be fine.
You know, we could really do without this inquest tomorrow. Already got 4 staff taking time off to attend it.
Sorry, Kate. I don't make the rules. I'll let you know if there's any news about Nicola.
Do you want me to rustle up some agency staff?
A bit last minute, eh?
Oh, I can be very resourceful.
Bina!
I was only trying to help. They kept asking us about girlfriends. I thought you wanted them to think you were normal.
Yeah, we are normal, Daniel.
You know what I mean.
He's got a point.
Excuse me?
Well, we've all been lying to your auntie and uncle in one way or another. Daniel just used a bit more imagination.
And what if they run into my potential girlfriend at the hotel?
Well, if it bothers you that much, I'll have a word with Bina. Then your auntie and uncle could go away thinking we're all normal.
I'm very sorry. We'll have someone help you immediately. Virginia, please. Thank you.
Oh.
Rocky, those guests have been waiting almost 10 minutes to have their luggage taken to their room.
I'm sorry, Mrs. Russell, but I'm rushed off my feet while we feel not being here and...
I understand. Mark, could you please help those guests with their luggage?
Sure. Oi, a word, please. Let me just get this clear now. I'm expected to prepare the vegetables, the salads, the meats, cook the dishes, lay the tables, serve the tables, clear the tables, wash the dishes. Why don't you give me a toilet brush and I'll do the toilets when I get a minute? You listening to me?
We're all under pressure, Billy.
I don't care and I don't give a damn. All I care about is my kitchen, and I want to know how you expect me to run it with half my staff off at this inquest tomorrow.
Trying to get some agency staff in.
I believe that when I see it.
Patrick's handling it.
Oh, so we're all reliant on Patrick now, are we? Things are even worse than I thought.
Mrs. Russell. Mrs. Russell, I just wanted to tell you I have a dentist appointment tomorrow. Is it okay if I have the morning off?
Your dentist wouldn't happen to be on the way to the coroner's court, would it, Virginia?
Oh, I don't know what you mean.
Don't you? Sorry, no, we're short-staffed enough as it is. You're going to have to reschedule your dentist appointment.
Whatever you say, Mrs. Russell.
You okay?
I'm going to have to be, aren't I?
Right. Cheers.
See you then. Sorted.
Somewhere to stay?
Well, it did say it's not exactly a palace.
Who cares? We'll be in London together.
Once we get jobs, we can go to some clubs. We're going to love it down there.
Oh, we could go to the Ministry of Sound. Always wanted to go there. And I think a visit to Harrods will be in order. We can pretend we're rich enough to shop there. It's a pity Mum and Dad don't have an account.
Tell you what, why don't you give them a ring?
You've changed your tune.
I've been thinking, what with all this Jill Harvey business, they're probably in a right state. Maybe you should ring them. Let them know you're all right, that you're doing what you want to do.
They wouldn't listen.
You mean they might persuade you to go back?
Yeah, big time.
And you're worried they might succeed?
Maybe. A little. Sorry.
This is a big step for both of us. It's only natural you're going to have a few doubts. Just because you love me doesn't mean you stop loving them. You do love me, don't you?
I wouldn't be here if I didn't.
Good answer.
Tell you what, let's get settled in London first, and then I'll call home. Then nothing they say will make me go back.
When I was his age, I loved getting a new cricket bat.
Oh, Times have changed. Yeah, we don't even know what sports he likes.
We don't know much about him at all, really, do we?
Oh, more's the pity. Poor little mite.
Tom's doing his level best.
Oh, I know, bless him, but well, you can't help wondering if we owe it to his poor parents.
Now, I know you'd love nothing better than to bring Daniel up yourself, but it's got to be Tom's decision. He loves Daniel, and that counts for a lot.
Oh, of course, of course. Hello. How do you like our little village?
Lovely. Have we met?
Oh, I'm sorry. You must think I'm a bit odd. I'm Bradley's aunt, and he pointed you out to me the other day. Oh, Bradley! Then you'll know Tom Curtis. Oh, everyone knows Tom.
Yeah, well, we're his aunt and uncle.
I know. Oh, Bradley's a nice lad, and it was so good for Tom to have around. We've just spent a few days with them, putting up with their arguments.
And they're cooking.
So you've no problem about them being such good friends?
Well, why should we?
Well, it's just that I suppose not everyone's as modern as you are. If we were just trying to buy Daniel a goodbye present, do you have any suggestions? Oh, perhaps a cricket bat.
I thought we were going to answer all this stuff tomorrow at the inquest.
Yes, I know, but this is routine, so you'll have to humour me, lads. Now, you both work in the kitchens. Well, surely there was a lot of gossip in there about Jill Harvey.
Not really. No, it's a different world down there.
Oh? How do you mean?
Well, people like Jill Harvey and Mrs. Russell, we don't really have a lot to do with them.
No, the closest we get to their worlds is to prepare their rocket salad with balsamic dressing.
So as far as you were concerned, there was nothing out of the ordinary, no unpleasantness?
No.
No, not unless you count Minty's bust up with Phil.
Phil Berry?
Yeah.
Same Phil Berry that's run off with Nicola Russell?
Oh, it was nothing. Just a stupid argument over nothing ages ago.
Yeah, handbags at 10 paces, like two little schoolgirls going at it.
All right, Des, I think he gets the picture.
Would you say that Phil Berry had a violent streak in him?
Phil? No, Phil's all right.
Unless you were on the wrong side of him.
Phil's all right.
All right, lads. Thank you very much. You've been very helpful.
Our pleasure. So why'd you mention my bust up with Phil?
Oh, I'm sorry, it just slipped out.
Well, in future, don't let it slip out, especially in front of a copper.
I said I'm sorry. Lighten up, man.
Come on, we better get back.
Hold on. How long does it usually take for a police interview?
I don't know.
Yeah. Nor does Chef.
Oh, you clever boy.
Well, I tried.
I really don't want to go to this inquest. Probably could make me go into detail about how I found the body. I keep having this nightmare. Swimming in the water and this cold finger wrap themselves around my ankles and... Sorry. You must have other things on your mind.
Oh, I'm fine.
Oh, Mandy, this is too much to cope with on your own. 2 of you made this baby. 2 of you should be responsible for it.
He doesn't want to know.
Do you know that for sure? He might surprise you. It'd be a shock, of course, but a lot of boys do the right thing and stick by the girls that got pregnant.
I don't know whether I want him to stick by me. Cully, I've made such a mess of everything. What am I going to do?
Tell the boy you got you pregnant.
I said I don't want to.
If not for you, for the baby. It's hard enough trying to raise a child when there's 2 of you. Imagine how hard it's going to be on your own. What harm can it do, eh?
Courgettes! What the hell are they?
Courgettes.
I said I wanted them sliced.
They are sliced.
With what? A chainsaw?
It's not my fault our commie chefs have been summoned by the police. I'm doing my best here.
Well, your best had better get better. And where the hell have you 2 been?
Doing our duty.
Shaking the long arm of the law, actually.
Skiving in the staff room, more like.
We've been given the 3rd degree. It's a wonder we can come back to work at all.
Just in case you muppets get any idea about tomorrow, I want you both back here as soon as you finish giving evidence. Otherwise, don't bother coming back at all.
Billy?
Yes?
Can I have a word with you, please? In private.
Say this.
Well, you better find out how to say it fast, Mandy. As you can see, we're a bit busy here.
I wasn't going to tell you, but Cully said that.
What about Cully?
Do you want something, Mandy?
No, it's nothing.
You must have wanted something.
Just drop it. Leave me alone.
Mandy! Oh, look what you've done!
What the hell are you doing bringing food back into the kitchen in the first place for anyway? Doesn't it go against the basic principle of waiting on tables?
Don't shout at me! They said he was undone!
Well, ask them if this is rare enough then.
Am I running a hotel here or a circus?
Sorry, Mrs. Russell.
I didn't realize you guys were on a break. Sorry about that. I know you've got enough on your plate.
Unlike some of our diners.
Sorry about earlier as well. I shouldn't have snapped at you like that.
Like I said, Billy, we're all under pressure.
Any news? Just hang on in there, eh?
Oh, hello, love. Just giving my poor old feet a rest.
You feeling any better?
Poor Mrs. Harvey. It's all been a terrible shock.
Oh, I know. Another cup of tea?
No, thanks, love. No rest for the wicked. Oh, I bumped into Tom's uncle and aunt. They seem like a very nice people.
Yeah, see them in nice now they're moving out the flat.
Yes, we had a lovely chat.
About Tom and me?
Well, yes. I must say they seem very understanding.
What about?
Well, you know, your face.
Our face? Oh, no, what did you tell them?
Well, nothing. I just presumed they knew.
Well, they don't, and they're not understanding. And we don't want them to know anything that they have to be understanding about.
Oh, I'm not sure I really follow.
As far as they're concerned, we're just good friends. Tom doesn't want them to know any more. Well, not just yet.
I've had it with this place. Everyone's completely mad.
Auntie Doris, please, just try and stay out of their way, all right?
Whatever you say, love.
Bina,
Hmm?
could I ask you a favour?
As long as it's nothing to do with work.
It's a bit of a peculiar request, actually.
Oh, this sounds interesting. Come on, Bradley, don't keep me waiting. Now you've got me all intrigued.
You know what? Forget it. Pretend I never mentioned it.
Everyone, completely mad.
Right, Patrick's managed to rustle up 2 temps for the lunchtime shift tomorrow. Limited experience, but Patrick thought it'd be better than nothing.
I take back everything I said about him. Hey, how about you?
What about me?
You know, if you ever need somebody to talk to, shoulder to cry on, maybe even somebody to get a little drunk with, always count on me.
You don't have to be Superwoman all the time, you know?
Just some of the time.
Just most of the time, I'm afraid.
I'm sorry, you busy?
Just leaving. Thanks for getting those temps in for me, Patrick.
That's no problem.
So has there been any news?
In a sense.
What? Well, where is she?
I need to ask you a few questions first. Did you have any problems with Phil Berry?
Well, what kind of problems?
Criminal activities, violent episodes?
Well, he's been a bad influence ever since he got here. If I'd had my way, I'd never have hired him.
You suddenly seem more interested in him.
Maybe we need to pick up the search for Nicola, just to be on the safe side.
You know something, don't you?
It may have no bearing upon Nicola at all, and I don't want you to get unduly worried, but...
But?
Phil Berry has a criminal record.
See, I knew it!
He was up before a juvenile court a couple of times for breaking and entering.
Breaking and entering, is that all?
The psychiatrist's report on Berry said that he was prone to severe bouts of violence.
Oh, hello. Fancy running into you again. Oh, hello. Did you decide on a cricket bat? Oh, we got him some record tokens instead. Thought it was safer. Oh, I'm sure that was a very sensible decision. Well, I better get going. Something he said to us earlier puzzled us a little. Oh. Well, I'm afraid a lot of things I say puzzle people.
Let's leave it, Sylvia.
What did you mean when you said you thought we were modern? Are you sure I said modern? Positive. You said not everyone was as modern as we were. Oh. Well, the word must have just popped into my head for no reason. I mean, why should we have a problem with Bradley and Tom? Oh, no reason at all. They're just good friends, that's all. Just two normal, healthy young lads living together. Just good friends? Very good friends. Well, not very good friends, just... Good friends? Exactly. Well, I'd better be getting back to my laundry. It's been lovely talking to you again.
This won't prejudice anything you say at the inquest, Mr. Chance. This is just pure routine police work.
I'm not sure that there's anything more I can tell you. I would have thought it was all quite straightforward. My wife was depressed, driven to despair by her daughter, and she just couldn't take any more.
And so she took her own life?
Well, she's tried it before. I thought she was better, but something obviously pushed her over the edge. Something or someone. Her daughter, Sarah Jane, she had a hold over.
How do you mean?
Well, Jill felt tremendously guilty about being less than the perfect parent. And Sarah Jane was one of those people who were naturally gifted at squeezing the most out of a situation like that.
How far would she go, do you think?
Oh, who knows? I mean, definitely far enough to poison Jill against me. Maybe far enough to drive her to suicide? I don't think there's any more I can tell you.
You've been a big help. I know how difficult this must be for you. No, it's all right. I'll see myself out. Oh, by the way, something rather odd has turned up, or not turned up, as the case may be. No wedding ring was found on your wife's body.
There must have been.
No, there wasn't. No sign of any rings anywhere. I don't suppose you know where they might be.
No. No, I have no idea at all.
No.
Dad, you okay?
Yeah, just wish she'd phone, that's all.
She will do. When she's ready.
Ready?
When she's shown she can do without you. Shown she can lead her own life.
Now, does leading her own life mean running off with a hardened criminal? Yeah. That's right. Phil Berry has a criminal record.
They're only juvenile offences.
How do you know?
Because I know about Phil's record.
How?
When I was in Newcastle, I met Phil's stepfather.
His stepfather? What did he say?
He told me he was violent. He claimed that he'd attacked him.
And you kept this from us?
I didn't want to worry you.
You had no right to make that decision. What is it, Mark? Do you want her never to come back? Hmm? Do you want us never to see her again?
No, but she's old enough to decide who she wants to see. That's why I helped them get back together.
Just tell me I didn't hear that.
I helped Nicola and Phil get back together. I thought it was the best way of avoiding something like this happening. Look, the only reason they stopped seeing each other was because of you. You and your old-fashioned ways of who's right, who's wrong for...
Get off me! For God's sake, what's going on? He knew Berry was a criminal. He spoke to his father in Newcastle. He just couldn't be bothered to tell us.
It wasn't because I couldn't be bothered.
See?
All right, Mark, you go to bed. We just need to calm down. What are you trying to do? Drive another one away!
So A&E tonight at 9. Also this evening, Emmerdale, that's at 7. In just a few moments, it's Wheel of Fortune.